What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another deadline stream. It is a big one for several reasons, but game week 29, free hit active for me and free hit active for you. Lots to talk about, lots to go on during this stream. Thank you all for joining. Before we get in, let's do the usual rounds of hellos. Let me know what you had for breakfast as well. I had a sausage roll. For my breakfast. I've got my usual cup of tea. We're good to go. Good morning, Duncan. How are we doing? Good morning, Peter, Adrian, Dave, Santapan. Good morning to all the members in and the mods in as well. Thank you all very much for your support. Vince, Cheekster, Fiona, James, welcome. Thank you for joining as a base tier member. Webby, Mr. Was Up, E7, Talmu, Amelia, Sheldon, Dave, Luke, Paul, Ash, Oliver, J Vibe, Basebood, William, Zeba, Roger, Yash, Steve, Harry, BL, Gary, how are we all? Mo, Yusuf, Randall, Ray, good morning. Good morning to you all. 1,500 of you in already. Welcome. Welcome. So, there was also a little other thing going on during the stream. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to check the numbers. But we need 550 subscribers to hit 100k during this stream. And as it says, there will be several football shirts to give away when we hit them. If we don't hit them today, they'll roll over and we'll do them next stream. But, yeah. Crazy. So, if you are watching already and you're not subscribed, apologies for the plugs. But you're going to have to put up with them today. Thank you all for joining. If you are, in and not subscribed already, please do. And if you are and you want to help me get there, then just all you have to do is hit that like button. So, free hit is active. I wouldn't say I'm locked in. Sausage roll as in a barm or like a legendary Greg's. Not as in a barm or a cob or whatever you want to call it, as in a actual like sausage roll. Not like a roll with a sausage in it, but a sausage roll. Yeah, shout out to Ross on Sky this morning. Welcome to any of you who have joined, who normally tune into Ross's streams. I'll do my best to take good care of you and return you safely to him for next week. Watkins update. Unfortunately, we don't have a Watkins update. We're not going to get a Watkins update. Unfortunately. Yeah, Holly as well. It was Ross's first time, and Ross told his viewers to come and watch me and Oscar. So, but yeah, Holly's a season pro on Sky now. So, a few things. Let's talk about some of the injuries. So, Watkins, we don't have anything, and I don't think we're going to get anything pre-deadline. Watkins for me is just a firm hold. If you have Watkins, you start him. And on free hit, I'd probably start him anyway. And it feels like a 90 or nothing type of game for Watkins. I'm definitely keeping him and I'll start him. But yeah. He's not a sell and I would still own him on a free hit. The next one is Maddison. Maddison was not pictured, along with Richarlison, in any Spurs training this week. Apparently he's been being managed and is still expected to start today. So I wouldn't massively worry. I wouldn't massively worry if you've got Maddison, and I'm going to keep him on my free hit. Chances of both Maddison and Watkins missing out feel very, very low. So, good morning. Is a -4 for Solanke to Tony worth it? You already have 11 players, but would bench Douglas Luiz. I wouldn't do that for a hit. I wouldn't do that for a hit. Don't think it's worth the hit. He just posted an Instagram story, did he? Players don't do that normally if they're not in the squad. So I appreciate who you said that. Fruit Plug, you legend. How do I spell Maddison on Instagram? Good news. Sorry, I'll get it up on here. Has it posted? Oh no, it's just posting now. Bless me. Where are we? Where are we? Here we go. Yeah, he does. I was just getting it up on Twitter. So, to be honest, players rarely post something like that if they're out the squad. Oh, bless me. They rarely post something like this if they're in the squad. Now, sometimes the club will do one, and if the club do one and he's in it, then you don't read anything into it. But if a player posts, it's kind of positive. It's positive news, right? It just doesn't confirm anything, but yeah, it's good. It's better news than him not posting it, is what I would say. Good morning, everyone. So the other one is a Wanyi, and I saw a tweet this morning saying that someone who does predicted lineups changed it at the last minute and took a Wanyi out and put Chris Wood in. So I would go Chris Wood over a Wanyi. Apparently, said some of the Forest forums are saying that there might be an injury, but I have nothing concrete to go on. But it's probably enough for me to say don't go Owanyu. Yeah. Iwobi or Alanga. Alanga. So, Yash, live sub count on stream. Unfortunately, none of the sub counts have exact numbers without giving them access to your YouTube channel. So they all just round it to the nearest 100, which would be the most boring counter we've ever had. Look, I think I got one open. It's just to the nearest 100. So it doesn't, yeah. Sorry, right. I've got a better way of looking at super chats now. So, Dave, you've got 10 players from -8. Your 2 defenders are pouring out. No defenders are worth a hit this week unless they're potentially Spurs. Maddison should be fine. Any Watkins news we don't have. Gibbs White or Alanga as first sub. I've got Alanga, but I think it's very close. Hudson-Odoi is also a good shout. I think he's a very big differential. People are looking at Alanga and Gibbs White at Forest, but there's not much talk about Hudson-Odoi. Yeah. Villain on X in his predicted lineup had Watkins in it. And he's the closest thing to a Villa in the know that we have. So I'm keeping him. Graphics stuck, honestly. What a start to this stream. There we go. Is Reguilon a doubt? No, he's still flagged, but he has been in training since Tuesday, so should be absolutely fine. Hit for Alanga or Kudus? Alanga or Kudus? I would probably go Kudus over Alanga, but it's very close. It's not impossible that I change that. It's not impossible that I change that between now and the deadline. It's not impossible. Is Emerson at West Ham starting? We don't know. It does put a little bit of doubt on my mind about Cresswell, though. Because Cresswell played Thursday and Emerson's having a late fitness test. YouTube Studio does, but you have to keep refreshing it. And it also has, on the same screen as the live sub count, it has like my earnings and stuff on like that. So Sel's a good shout. To be honest, all the keepers are fine. I don't massively expect a clean sheet for anyone this week. I think Flecken has the best chance, and Burnley at home will want to attack, so maybe there's some save points in there for them. And they have probably the weakest penalty taker of all the teams, so I'm making stuff up to try and convince myself that Flecken is the keeper, but not considering 3-5-2. I mean, people are going off Morris. I quite like Morris at home this week. He's on penalties. If he'd have scored any of those chances midweek, and now I know that he didn't, but if he scored any of those chances midweek, he would have been in every free hit draft. So, Paqueta or Kudus? I just go Kudus just based off the slight early sub that Paqueta got midweek. And apparently there was a doubt. It wasn't just because of the yellow card. So I'd probably just go Kudus. I also think the Villa spacing behind will suit Kudus and Bowen. Triple Forest? I mean, I wouldn't do it myself, but I don't hate it. Like, that game could easily have loads of goals in. I know you're probably saying, well, why are you owning Doughty? Well, he's probably the most attacking defender in the game that we've got this week. So, apart from that, sorry, people are asking why I posted about Maddison. Why not Richarlison? So, on Richarlison, I'm not certain he's going to start. They've been so good without him, and I'm just not sure they'll rush him back now. I think he'll be in the squad, but I don't think he'll start. Wood or Morris? Well, I've gone Morris, and I'm fairly comfortable that I won't go Chris Wood over Morris. Any Fulham player? Yeah, I think Fulham will probably score. Darren, chill. Alanga over Morris. I mean, I'm going Morris at the moment. Chill. So Fulham, I like Muniz. Just with Jimenez back, there is a chance that Jimenez starts. One sec. Doesn't confirm he starts, of course, but players rarely post this if they are injured. Three, 5-2, Alanga starts rather than Morris. I don't hate it at all. Tony captain I quite like it. I quite like the Tony captaincy. But given I don't think that Richarlison is going to start, I still back Son. No, don't worry, Duncan, all good. Jimenez not starting, confirmed by the coach himself. I mean, Muniz is a fine shout. I don't want to drop any of my forwards right now. I really like Morris as a pick. That's what I should do. Hang on. Template Harry, where is Romero? I saw someone post that they were like, I hope you enjoy your Romero red card tomorrow. And I then got scared. And I put Pedro Porro back in. So, yeah, I think I'll probably end up on Porro. But when Romero scores, I hope you'll come for me. But Watkins' fitness, we don't know. We don't know, basically. It was quite a bad cut. So, Mbomo should be back in the squad. Oh, I've got to go through. The issue with Mbomo being fit is I've got to remember how to pronounce his name again. And I get it wrong every time. Have I got eyes on Wolves Coventry? I do, but it won't impact anything this week. It won't impact anything this week. Why no Villa midfielders? I like Bailey. I like Bailey a lot. Mbuemo. I like Bailey a lot. I don't have space for him. And if Watkins doesn't play, it just makes them much weaker as a team. That's the only thing. Visa should start. Fulham underestimated. I mean, the reason they're underestimated is because we're all looking at Spurs players. And then you kind of want to try and predict certain results in a game week. The Spurs defend. So what could change for me? I'd say there's two spots up for grabs. There's two spots up for grabs. The Pedro Porro spot. And then I suppose the Kudus, but the players on my bench could change. Players on my bench could change. Kabore to start. If you've got Kabore, definitely start him. He's close on my free hit, but yeah, I think they'll concede. Do you see any CLSH this game week? Sorry, I have no idea what those two stand for. CLSH. SH. CLSH. No idea. Oh, clean sheet. Got it. Thanks. No one has over a 30% chance looking at the predictions. No one has over a 30% chance looking at the predictions. So you pick the attacking fullbacks, which is, just CS. That's what I'm used to seeing it as. So CS would be clean sheet in my mind. Yeah. Both those suggesting Maddison may not be fit. Yeah, there were rumours because he wasn't in training this week. Well, he wasn't pictured in training. But as I've posted, Maddison has posted on Instagram this morning. He's posted a personal Instagram story. And as I say on that, it doesn't confirm he starts, but players rarely post stuff like this if they're injured. I mean, it's not impossible. It doesn't confirm anything. It's just an Instagram story, right? But players rarely post this if they are injured. So Richarlison's posted a video of a pigeon. Good stuff. And said everyone bar Van der Ven was ready. Yeah, it's weird if he'd have left out, if Maddison's completely out and Ange just didn't say anything. Bailey or Louise? What about Douglas Louise? So, I'd go Bailey over Louise. Louise's away record is really not that great. That's my concern. So on a free hit, I wouldn't punt on someone. And without Kamara and McGinn, we may see him play really deep. We may see him play really deep. That's the only thing. I think Wood should start. There are rumours that Awani might have a knock. They're very unreliable. They're very unreliable rumours, but it's probably enough for me not to pick Awani. I fully get the Richarlison reference of why he posts a pigeon, but yeah. If someone has to chase rank, if you want to chase rank and you are, the thing is, when people ask me, do they want to chase rank? The thing you have to think about first is, what happens if it goes wrong? And people are like, Harry, I'm 20 points off my mini league rival. Like, what risk should I take? And I'm like, okay, are you happy to take those risks? And they're like, yeah, I want to win my league. And then I'm like, well, before I recommend differentials, what happens if it goes wrong and you're 30 or 40 points behind them and they go, oh, I don't like the sound of that. If you are completely fine with falling further behind, but you want to take the risk, I like, as Evan has literally just said, Chong. I like Tony captain. There's so many fifth mids that you can go with. Backing Fulham slightly more than we are. Double Forest, yeah. There's loads of them. I don't think there's any ultra reliable team leaks for any of the teams that we've got that we'd expect. To be honest. Can hear Holly listening to country music. Not free hitting, hence looking for Forest punt, Alanga or Woods. I mean, it depends what they do for your team going forward. I'd probably go Wood over Alanga, but I don't have a forward spot. Do I think Forest win? I think it'll be close. I think I predicted a draw. Why did I switch Porro and Romero? Just someone told me that Romero, just something about like he's had loads more bookings and red cards when he doesn't play with Van der Ven. And when Van der Ven doesn't play, his role changes a little bit. The sub counter. I can't. I mean, I can put a sub counter, but they all round to 100. Like, so it's not very helpful. Do I expect any Watkins news before the deadline? No, not really. Not really. If we needed budget, Dragishin would be a really nice differential, but we don't. So, unpopular opinion, you don't think Maddison. So Maddison's... I don't think Maddison... I think his data's better recently because... he's playing in a slightly different role. He's being asked to get in the box a little bit more. 3 questions in a row, all about Iwobi. If I was picking a Fulham mid, Iwobi would be the mid. The only thing is, if Willian also starts, it might drop Iwobi a little bit deeper. Brennan Johnson, I just think with the Richarlison news, there's enough doubt in my mind about who takes that third spot. There's just enough doubt in my mind about who takes that third spot. Romero not had a booking for the last 10 games. He's due. He's due. Kudus, I mean, Kudus is in here. His FPL returns not been great, but they did look pretty good on Thursday. I mean, he's had 2 assists. Before that, he was pretty good. So, I think I'm going to stick with it. crop YouTube Studio and put it on? I don't know how to do that while I'm live on stream. Hang on. Right. Let me try something. What am I trying to do? Why do I have to sign in to continue? What happens if I... Right, I'm not fiddling around with that anymore. It just crashed my stream. Hang on. Is it... Are we still live? Are we back? Are we back? This is what happens. Hang on. We're back. Right. I'm not fiddling around with this anymore. I tried putting it in. How do I delete that? Should be back again. Right. We're back again. I think. Right. I'm not fiddling around anymore. I think I need to... Yeah, stop it. Right, we're back. Foden or Saka to Bowen worth a hit? Probably. I probably would. I'd probably take the chance on it. I do have the predicted points this week. So in theory, these are the players who are worth a hit based on predicted points. Interesting that Fofana at Burnley is actually currently predicted more points than Watkins. But why Kudus over Paqueta? Just because I think the space in behind is there for Kudus for that West Ham high line. Foden to Maddison. Yes, I probably would do that. Thanks. Need some Fulham players as they will win. I don't know who to buy though. Probably Muniz, but I don't really want to drop any of my forwards for him. Make a 20-second pitch on why you should captain Tony over Son. But I'm not. I'm on captain Son. So I don't want to do that pitch. Paqueta will run right with no McGinn. I mean, he may well do. But it doesn't mean he's going to get the FPL points. Yeah, I've seen the Paul O'Keefe comments on Maddison. It's positive. He expects no changes apart from Dragishin. Of course. Of course. Tony birthday today as well. That is true. My pictures you shouldn't, it's true. Why Cresswell? I mean, he's on a lot of set pieces. It's just if Emerson is going to play, it makes him worse, right? But, yeah. He's on a lot of set pieces. He scored in midweek as well. Easter eggs or hot cross buns? Easter eggs for sure. Bailey, Tony for -4, not free hit 30, and wildcard 30. Done, Maddison. If you're wildcarding 30, I think Tony is the best pick this week. Of course, behind Son. Richarlison to Maddison worth a hit? No, I wouldn't do that. What are predicted game week 34 doubles? So at the moment, Newcastle, Man United, Crystal Palace, and Sheffield United are predicted doubles, but we'll know much more clearly by the end of tomorrow because of the FA Cup fixtures that we've got. Why did I shift Romero to Porro? Just because Romero loves... Without Van der Ven, he's not as good and his role changes a little bit. Chong or Bailey? I mean, probably Bailey. Why Kudus over Bailey? Well, just without McGinn, without Kamara, and maybe potentially without Watkins, I back West Ham. Even if Watkins plays, I think West Ham will do all right in that game. Would I take a hit to buy Watkins now? No, I don't think I would. I think there's enough doubt about whether he starts. If you guys could drop a like on the stream if you haven't already, that'd be fantastic. If we could get to 1,000 likes, that'd be amazing. I think Chong's been declared fit, so I think he's fine. But it's true, you know. He has played a lot of minutes, and even if he had a knock, they might not start him. But he should be in the squad. Worth a punt on Mbuemo on free hit. I don't think he starts. It's been a long time out for him. Alanga over Gibbs White is really close. I might well change that spot. Is it 100% sure that the loser from FA Cup will double in 34? No. It's not 100%. They could all go into 37. It's unlikely, but it is possible. Let me get FPL.team up. So let me get the... Reguilon's been in training all week. So if you notice, the teams that are predicted to double in 34, Palace, Man United, Newcastle, Sheffield United, none of them are predicted to double in 37. It's possible that they all just go into 37. It's unlikely. The Premier League rarely do that, but it's not impossible. Look at Ben Crellin's latest fixtures. To be honest, I mean, I doubt it's impacting much this week, but let me have a look. -8 for Alanga, a -4 for Alanga. I mean, he's not... He's not one of the players who are predicted to score over 4 points. So in theory, he's not worth a hit. Sorry, Bailey or Tony -4, I think wildcard 31. So 2 weeks. I probably would go Tony still. Like home to United in 30 is not even that bad. Not even that bad. Best game week to play the wild card. 30, 31 or 35 probably. Depending on if you're playing your free hit this week or not. If you're playing your free hit this week, then probably 35. Yeah, so that's the thing with Alanga. He is up against that left-hand side of Luton, which has been conceding goals for fun. That's why I've gone with Alanga. Maybe I should just diversify my midfield a little bit and just play Alanga over Kudus. Just play Alanga over Kudus. Wood or Morris, Romero... Wood or Morris, Romero or Porro, probably Porro, Alanga or Gibbs White. I mean, I've picked Morris, Porro, Alanga in my draft, so... What about Hudson-Odoi? I also expect him to start. The only thing with Hudson-Odoi... Oh, he has been playing 90, but he has had more early subs than Langer, I think. It's pretty close between the two. Just that left-hand side of Luton is definitely weaker than their right-hand side. Why start Morris over Alanga? Just on penalties and all that. Penalties, home form. If he'd have scored any of his chances midweek, everyone would have Morris. Wood or Iwanyi, I'd go Wood. Why not Toffolo? Toffolo's our last on my bench. But I just expect Luton to score. So... I just expect Luton to score. Why Kudus over Alanga? I just think there's goals in that game for West Ham. Pretty much. Do you need Watkins? If you're on free hit, my advice is to still own Watkins and have a good first sub ready and waiting if he doesn't play. Douglas Luiz's away form is just not great. He's had like 2 returns away all season. So he's fine if you're not on free hit. But on free hit, I just don't think it's that exciting. Thoughts on Visa? Again, like he's probably my 4th or 5th best mid for this week, forward for this week. I'm just not sure I find room for him. I'm just not sure there's room for him in my team. Any Maddison worries? Not since he posted this, to be honest. That kind of gets rid of all my Maddison concerns. Again, like Wissa, Muniz, Fofana are all good picks, but I'm not sure they get in over any of my forwards. Wood or Morris, like I'd pick Morris, but... And like Bailey, like I like. Gibbs White, I like. Neco Williams, I like. Ward-Prowse, I don't mind. Johnson, I don't mind. Like, all of these players are very decent picks, but they just haven't made it into my draft. It just doesn't mean that I don't like them. Why is Douglas Luiz being ignored? So, let me... While I get this up, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you are new as well. So, Douglas Luiz away from home this season. 4 against Luton. 2 against Fulham. 5 against Sheffield United. 3 against Everton. 2 against United. Didn't play Brentford. 2 against Bournemouth. 7 against there. 2 against Forest. 2 against Wolves. 2 against Chelsea. 2 against Liverpool. 2 against Burnley. 1 against Liverpool. Home form-wise, much better. That's why people are not picking Douglas Luiz on free hit. That's why. That's why. Things like predicted points don't take into account things like home away form, though. So that's why he's probably up there in a lot of them. Ooh. Going up again. 400 subs. I bet there's 400 people watching who are not subscribed. I bet there are. About 15,000 people watch a stream at the weekend that are not subscribed. Come on. Morris should be locked. Forest bad at defending set pieces. I mean, I'm just not dropping Morris. Like, Morris is not going to be dropped for me. Like, Morris is locked in my team. Morris is just not going to get dropped from my team. Yeah. The only things that could change in my team, in my starting lineup, are Kudus and Porro. I know, I feel like I've had so long to talk about this free hit that all the picks have just sort of merged into one, and I have no idea who's better than who now. And it feels basically down to luck now. Ben, I know. Crazy. Is my free hit confirmed? No. So the two starters that could change are Porro and Kudus. And the bench could change. I might just put Areola on my bench just so I can feel more pain when he hauls and ruins my free hit. You need Gibbs White on penalties and playing Luton at home. Gibbs White is away from home. He is on penalties though. Buckeye, thank you very much. Why Cresswell? So he's been taking set pieces since he's back in the team with Emerson out. If there's no Watkins, I don't expect to need him though. Who takes pens for Fulham? Willian if he starts. If not, Andreas Pereira most likely. Who to captain for rank gain 35k now? If you're 35k now, I don't think you need to be thinking about that. To be honest, the only two players I'd consider captaining this week are Son or Tony if you want to be different. You have a feeling Gibbs White will get a yellow card. That is an interesting prediction. Let's have some other bold predictions in the chat. I want some bold predictions. Start Leno or Areola? Probably Areola. With Watkins flagged, is Bailey not the perfect bench option? I just think Villa are worse. I think Villa are worse without Watkins, whoever they play up front. Douglas Luiz scores a pen. Tony hat-trick, Son blank. Alanga Hall. Paqueta masterclass. Morris to blank. Romero goal. Lurs, you've come for me with that comment. You know what you're doing. 30-point average this week. Yeah. Charlie Taylor. If Charlie Taylor and Areola get returns, and that will be it. Free hit will be in the mud. Fleck and penalty save. What a day that would be, eh? Morris red card. Throughout the season, who's been the best Spurs defender? So Porro has the most points, but 94, but he's played 0.29 XGI per 90. 0.11. 4 goals for Romero, though. Udogi. 2 goals, 3 assists for him. Thing is, what game weeks did Maddison miss? How many of Porro's assists came while Maddison was out? So Maddison missed 12 to 21. So he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got 6 of his assists while Maddison was out. Like, that's why I consider going someone else. That's... I don't know on here if I can get... Udogi I like. Who's conceded? Where are... Fulham are sort of mid-table for shots conceded from set pieces. Headed shots. Again, they're pretty mid-table. It's a good question, and that's the thing. By the way, I'm subbed on this account, but also watch on PS4, not logged in, so 2 views. Legend. Legend. Any leaks? Nothing yet. Dragishin is a differential. I wouldn't go Dragishin over Romero. Because this is why I've considered Romero. Because Porro had 6 of his 8 assists came while Maddison was not in the team. Why Toffolo? Because his first name's Harry? No. How set on 3-4-3 are you? I like Toffolo. His data is really good. His data's not been... Oh, hang on. For a defender, like 0.16 per 90 is not bad. You have 6 players starting. Is it worth a free hit? Yes. What's my views on Douglas Luiz this week? What's my views on Douglas Luiz this week? His away form, his away form is not so great. That's why I don't want Douglas Luiz. If you own him and not on free hit, he's fine, but I wouldn't own him on a free hit. Haaland to Tony, Saka to Maddison for -4, game week 31 wildcard. Yeah, I probably would do that. I think you mean Muniz versus Wood. I'd probably go Chris Wood. Aston Villa defence away, definitely not. Green screen showing. Oh no, sorry. That's what decided Romero. I mean, what about Udogi? Goal and assist since Maddison's return. Nothing while Maddison was away. Thing is, he's no good for bonus is the only thing. Unless he gets a return. Right. Let's get a little bit of Spurs player analysis up, shall we? Let's have a look. Right. Defenders. We need less than 100 likes for 1,000. Let me get Porro, Romero, and Destiny. Only show selected players. All right, let's take that out and let's go compare selected players. Can I zoom out and put them next to each other? Yeah, there we go. touch heat map. So they're going down the pitch. It's pretty similar. Udogie has a little bit more in the box. Jackson and Jacob, good morning. Let's go. Has this got sublon? Has this got like set pieces? Here we go. Corners taken. Let's go and have a look. When did Maddison get back? Sorry, bear with me. Has Udogie, when did he get back? How many has he played? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so last 6 weeks. Last 6 matches. Last 6 matches. Compare. I mean, he's still taken 31 corners in the past 6. Surely not. Last match. Let's try that. He didn't take any in the last game. Took 5 the game before. He's not taken loads of corners since Maddison's been back. What about... Don't believe FPL Gundo. He is he did it for City the whole time. To be fair, that's not him actually. He does. Apparently Alfie Doughty did an interview on Sky Sports this morning. Well, it was played on Sky Sports and he had ice on his right ankle, but just have a sub. Just have a sub. Alanga in, Morris out. I'm pretty certain I'm going to start Morris. Why don't you like Gibbs White? I do like Gibbs White. He might end up in over Alanga. But Alanga is playing against that left side of Luton. So... Hang on, one sec. Play Kudus or Morris. I play Morris. Morris is right up there for me this week. Bench boost, I wish. I wish. It's not 1 minute to the deadline. The deadline is an hour away. The deadline is an hour away. Why would I not have Brentford second keeper? Because I have triple Brentford. Triple Brentford. -8 for Solanke to Tony, Gordon to Douglas Luiz, and Saka to Bowen. If you're taking a hit, I'd go Bailey over Douglas Luiz. What happened to Romero? I got scared about the red card, but I might end up on Udogie. Do I think Reguilon has a minutes restriction? No, he's been in training since Tuesday. Why not take hits? It's basically a -2. I mean, it is, but the player has to get something back. Has to get 4 points. If you're going to wildcard in 31 and they benefit your team next week, then yes. But if you're wildcarding over the break in game week 30, it might not be worth it. Might not be worth it for some of those players. They've got to get a return. Now, it's probably worth the gamble. Spurs fan, you're on Udogie, feels his kind of game. Who plays? Any Fulham fans in the chat? Any Fulham fans in the chat? Where have they conceded more chances down recently? Which side is better defensively? Is Robinson good defensively? All I know is that he's good going forward. Is Robinson good defensively? Ooh. Oh, no, wait. That's the left flank. Right zone. Is that left for the attacking team or defending team? Which way round is it? Left flank. Right zone. What does that mean? Defender's left side. So that's not good. That's good for Porro, right? That's good for Porro, not good for Udogie, because when you go right flank, they've only conceded 14. But left flank, they've conceded 36 chances. So that's good for Porro, no? Wildcard 31 is probably better, but depends on your team setup. Yeah, there's pros and cons. If you've got lots of Villa and lots of Spurs, then Wildcard 31 is better because they have good... No love for Brennan Johnson. I don't hate it. I don't hate the Brennan Johnson pick. Just with the Richarlison news, it just dampens his minutes a little bit more. It just concerns me there, that's all. Morris versus Alanga. Morris versus Alanga. Morris. I mean, Morris is what I've got. We need 8 subscribers to see this tick up again. Let's leave it up. I don't want the ads. It's going to tick up again. What's your thoughts on Visa over Tony as Visa is performing at the moment? So, Brentford have had really difficult fixtures. And when they play difficult fixtures, they play a back 5, which pushes Visa more central and Tony drops deeper. When they play a team, in theory, like Burnley, who are weaker, they play a back 4 with a front 3, which means Tony's actually playing up front and Visa is playing as one of 2 wingers. So, in that situation, I think Tony is a better pick for a fixture like this. That's where I'm at anyway. Mbuemo likely to start? I doubt it. I reckon Mbuemo's on the bench. Werner versus Morris. I don't think Werner starts, so definitely Morris. Did I free hit? Yeah, my free hit is active. Connor, that comment. Why only 1,000 likes and the other 3,000 all haters? It's like that guy on Twitter who commented on my posts for 2 weeks straight before I blocked him, being like, I'm just here waiting for Harry's downfall. Like every post I made. Jennifer, sorry. Let me scroll and get it. Oh, I missed a super chat. Best non-Spurs 2-week defender punt. Probably Anthony Robinson. Do we know whether Emerson is fit or not? We don't. You'd have seen how long he went. No, the downfall was getting too scary for me. All 3 Spurs defenders are good picks. Go with who you fancy. I might end up on Udogie. Any news about Watkins? We've got nothing. We've got absolutely nothing. If you activate your free hit now, do I only get one? No, you can make as many changes as you want before the deadline. Watch Pedro Porro outscore both Son and Udogie. Why Cresswell on your bench? Because Emerson's been injured, so he's been starting. Haaland to Morris for a hit. Probably. If you're free hitting 30, then yes. Son's EO will be 160% this week. He'll probably be the only person above 100 as well. Tony will get close. Tempted to go without Maddison for Kudus versus Villa High Line. I like Kudus. He's in mine. And yeah, I like the High Line as well. The Spurs defenders are all good. They're all good. But yeah, that I could do with some team news before the deadline. I have a feeling we might need our benches is the only thing. Just like that picture that someone sent of Doughty. Of course, we have Watkins. It's just enough going on. Visa's been returning because he's been playing central. My bold claim this week is Visa to blank. Because Chelsea, they played a back five. Arsenal, they would have played a back five. And they're not like big returns as well. Like, people, what? I know people are going Visa. People are going Visa because he's got a 5, 6 and a 5. Am I related to Tom Holland? He wishes. Reasons for Kudus. Just, there'll be mistakes in that Villa midfield with the injuries they've got. Maddison or Morris? I'd probably go... Probably Morris. So, apparently... This guy's been pretty good for Brentford news. Apparently, all good with Reguilon. Apparently. Let's see. I had not much doubts over him anyway. Why you doggy? I mean, all the Spurs defenders have their pros and cons, and it's just whichever one actually get a return that it's going to feel like is the best pick. Is Bailey first on the bench? I mean, I kind of get that. Bailey first on your bench in case Watkins is out and then he's going to play up front. But I think Bailey is not necessarily better if there's no Watkins. Because Duran will play. Duran will play up front if Watkins is out. They're not just going to play Diaby and Bailey up front. Richarlison, Watkins news, we don't know. The news about Maddison is he wasn't pictured in training and he's managing something, but he has posted a personal Instagram story this morning. So, Elanga, a good differential captain. I'm not sure I would do that. How do I think he's differential enough just to own. Son. FPL Juice, how are we doing? Thank you very much. Is Watkins injured? We have no update. He had a cut on his knee. Just make sure you get a good first sub. Joseph, congratulations on winning your membership. Please say thank you. Telling everyone to subscribe to Harry. Appreciate it. Why are you doggy? Just Porro's 6 of Porro's 8 returns have come while Maddison was injured. Now, you watch, he's going to take every set piece this weekend and get 2 returns, but we need to... Sorry, I'm just making my team symmetrical. Oh, but I can't, because I can't have Cresswell and Udogie. They both need to be in the middle. It's impossible. No, free at 29, wildcard 31. By Maddison, Elanga or Gibbs White. I'd probably go Maddison. That Luton at home fixture is the best. Ogbene isn't guaranteed to start and could be wing back. Yeah, true. We haven't got anything on Mbumo. No. Pau Torres or Doughty. Definitely Doughty. Why? I mean, Douglas Luiz. So those asking about Douglas Luiz, his away form is just not good this season. His away form is not good this season. Any news on Watkins? No, nothing. Gibbs White or Alanga on why? The left side, so. I find this confusing. Is that right side the right back? Or is that the attacking right side? Because, let me... Is right flank, right, the right back or... It's the right back for right flank. Which then means Hudson-Odoi is a better pick. Because left flank, they're still quite high up. Conceded 24. But they've conceded so much from central and the other side. It has to be defending. So maybe I go... Maybe it's Gibbs White. Alanga to Gibbs White. You're all shouting me. It's not this serious. It is. It is. It's very much this serious. I'm going to take Cresswell out just because I don't know if he's going to start. Who else is there? Who else is there? I might put Anthony Robinson in, you know. Sufal. Charlie Taylor. I'm not putting Charlie Taylor in. 5,000 of you in and watching. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, we're close to 100k. Yeah, I watched Douglas Luiz get a return. This is what I'm going to do. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to leave him. Make transfers. Alanga to Gibbs White. Hello, hello. How are we all? What about Richarlison? I don't think Richarlison is going to start. I think he's going to be on the bench. And I don't want to risk it as well. Any elite team news? Was thinking Wood might be a good punt. I think Wood will start, but I don't know. There were rumours apparently on the Forest forums this morning of an injury to Awanyi. I don't know how true it is though. We're close to seeing this tick up again. We're close to seeing this go to... Yeah, Regulon I've already shared. He's been... Talk Bees has been pretty good this season for Brentford news. Love a great forum. Yeah. We'll be giving away 5 football shirts if we hit 100k this stream. And I have a confetti cannon, which I've had in my drawer for something else. And I'm like, ah. And I opened one earlier to check they still work. And it was chaos. It was chaos. Would you take a -4 to take out Richarlison and bring in Maddison? No. I think there's enough chance that Richarlison gets minutes. I don't think it's worth a hit. Also in game week 30. Richarlison's a better pick than Maddison because I think Richarlison will start 30 at home to Luton. We're literally like 5 subs away from that going up. Nightmare to clean up the confetti. Yeah, true, but it's worth it. Do FA Cup watch along. Yeah, true. I'll make a cake. Yes. Thanks, Ollie. Thanks, H. What about Douglas Luiz? So again, his waveform, I'd definitely go Gibbs White over Douglas Luiz. His waveform is not. There we go. Glitters, no, it's confetti. Don't worry. Bro always looks like he's got alarming news. Sorry, it's because I just stare at like the chat for 2 hours and then it just sort of starts to blend into one. Paqueta, I'd rather the players going in behind in Kudus and Bowen. Can I rank your midfield in order? Son first, Maddison second, Bowen third, Kudus fourth, Gibbs White 5. I have gone with Udogie at the moment. Just because Porro's had 8 assists this season, 6 of them came while Maddison wasn't on the pitch. 6 of them came while Maddison wasn't on the pitch. The more I think about it, the more I feel like Kulusevski was the best Spurs attacker. I don't mind it at all. Free hit. Thoughts on Muniz over Morris? It's a no for me. I fancy Morris this week. I don't hate them. I don't hate it as a differential, but if I was recommending one, I'd recommend Morris. If Wood plays 90 versus Luton versus similar to Tony, I mean, if you knew Wood was going to play 90, he'd be very popular. Sorry, I must scare people by just constantly just looking down and looking alarmed. I'm just seeing if there's anything. What does it say? Right. Who are we looking for? Hang on. No, nothing. Kudus is a gamble though. Yeah, true. Maybe I should play Gibbs White. Ben, welcome as a member to base tier. Tom, sorry. Gibbs White or Iwobi? I'd probably go Gibbs White. Free hit. Would I take a -4? No. Gibbs White or Alanga and Y? I'd probably go Gibbs White, just looking at the chances conceded. Yeah, cool. 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. 3-4-3. With Watkins and then a good sub. Kudus, I just think there'll be space in behind. Kudus could drop to the bench and I could start Gibbs White. I am wondering about Gibbs White. Ben has signed up and then gifted a membership. Tero, congratulations. How do I plan to buy Salah in game week 31 for a -4 by selling Watkins? That's the plan. Morris or Gibbs White bench. I play Morris. You're waltzing Alanga. I just looked at the chances created, and they are conceding more down the central and left side. So I am going to go Gibbs White. He's also on penalties as well. Hudson-Odoi has been really good, and he's great for bonus when he does start. No leaks as of yet, apart from apparently Reguilon starts. So Bailey or Kudus. I mean, I'm going Kudus. It might end up being Gibbs White, though. I fancy a bit of Gibbs White. How many minutes do I think Awangni plays? I reckon Chris Wood starts, but I don't know. Spurs defence. Right. Romero has scored 4 goals this season. Porro has 8 assists. Udogie has 2 goals, 3 assists. But when where are we going? When all of Udogie's returns bar 1 have come when Maddison has been on the pitch. 6 of the 8 of Porro's assists have come when Maddison is not on the pitch. And then Romero just scores corners. So, I mean, I'm taking a gamble on going somewhere else. I'm taking a gamble on going someone else, but what's going on? Have 9 starting, including Taylor. Makes sense to take a hit or 2. I probably would. Only attackers are worth hits this week. Unless you don't have a Spurs defender, then maybe I'd go for one of them. Douglas Luiz or Bailey. I'd go Bailey. Douglas Luiz's away form is not great, and Bailey should start given the minutes he played midweek. Forest not scoring many goals. It's true. But Luton are conceding goals, right? And says Richarlison is available. Take a gamble. I personally don't think he's going to start. Currently playing Gibbs White over Kudus, but nervous about midweek form of Kudus. How often does he assist like that? Don't have the stats. He often either bangs or does nothing. Villa defensively are better, though. Villa defensively are better. I mean, I could bench Bowen, who's not been great recently. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think Bailey's going to make it into my free hit draft. Avinash, thank you. 1 free transfer, 8.4 in the bank. Save free hit. Got Turner. I mean, Turner's unlikely to play, but yeah. Doughty, Porro, Gabriel, Ake, Lamptey. Plans. Solanke to Morris, Mooney's, Visa, and unsure who to get on hit. I'd probably go Morris. And then you'd have Tony, Watkins, Morris, Son, Byrne, Richarlison, Doughty, Porro. Thing is, I'm not sure if you're wildcarding 31, if it's worth selling Saka. So I probably wouldn't. Someone just said Kudus is fasting, which someone said then he's feasting. Did the game midweek, was that after the... I mean, we're trying to read into this too much. Was the game midweek off? Was it late enough? He was fasting that game, but was it after the break in fast is what I'm wondering. Thoughts on Chris Wood and Alanga? I like them both. I like them both, to be honest. I would probably go Chris Wood. I don't think you can use that to produce a narrative for Alanga, for Kudus. I'm pretty happy with my 15 now. The only thing that might change is Udogi and then changing Kudus and Gibbs White. Reguilon playing. I think Reguilon should be fine. And Maddison differential captain. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't think he's better than Son. Kudus or Louise or Bailey. I mean, it's Kudus versus Bailey, and I'd probably go Kudus. The game at the weekend is before he breaks fasting, but I don't know if when was sunset on like Thursday evening when it was 5:45, wasn't it? So it was early, so it would have been before. I don't think Morris will be benched, no. I mean, he might be, but we need 10 subs and it will go up again. And then we'll be 100 away. Who's taking pens for Forest? Probably Gibbs White. The only thing is Chris Wood could take them if he starts. I think I'm going to leave it. I think I'm going to go Kudus over Gibbs White. Louise away from home is not nearly as good. I think I'm going to keep it. There we go. Final 100. One sec. Captain Bowen. I think he's like 5th on my ranking. I don't hate it, but I just don't think he's anywhere near better than some of the others. Wolves are currently drawing half-time with Coventry. How are we doing? Alanga or Morris? Morris. We actually only need 70. That's just flying up. We should all unsubscribe. No, don't. I don't want that. 3-4-3 on free hit. Include Watkins and then have a good first sub. Wood, Awanyi or Morris? I'd probably go Morris. Will Cresswell start? Probably. I don't think Morris gets benched, especially with Adebayo out. I'd say Watkins gets rested. Interesting. Don't think they have that chance. They need to win all their games, particularly given they lost to Villa. Especially given that they lost to Villa. Alanga or Gibbs White? I'm currently going Gibbs White. Why no Porro? Just because all of his assists have come... Well, 6 of his 8 assists have come while Maddison's not been on the pitch. Sorry. Would I do Richarlison to Maddison for a hit? No, I wouldn't. We need 31 subscribers. 31. Villa lost to Villa. When Villa lost to Spurs, sorry. We need 15. 15. Why Morgan gives White over Alanga? Just the chances. There we go. There's so much. Oh, this was multicolored. The last one was only red. We did it. The neighbours are going to wonder what on earth is going on. 100k. Thank you all so much. And my desk is covered in confetti. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Wow. I've honestly, when I started, I looked at this and thought, this is never going to happen. And today was the day. I thought maybe one day, but I never thought it would ever happen. Thank you guys so much. H!
Wait, did you actually do it?
I did it!
Oh, I swear. That was what that big bang was.
Yeah.
I thought it was the door. I thought you needed a wee. Ah, well done.
Thanks.
We're proud of you.
Thanks.
Very good news.
Thanks. We're going to have to tidy this all up now.
Yeah, I saw someone say that Holly will do it. Harry will do it.
Andy's in the chat. He's streaming live, but he came in to say congratulations. Thanks, everyone.
Now we just need a Forest win, and it'll be a great...
I don't have any Forest players in my free hit, though, H. I've got Gibbs White on the bench.
Oh.
And Toffolo on the bench.
Alanga and Chris Wood are who I'd go for.
And then I got 2 Luton players.
Look at this mess.
There's lots of mess.
My celebratory cake is just cooling.
Oh, cooling. The cake's on the cooling. I should have used the big full me button. I missed a trick.
The big what?
Yeah.
Oh, how exciting. That's very good news. Right, I'm just gonna go.
There's stuff everywhere. It is everywhere. Like, everywhere. There we go. Thanks, guys. Thank you all. Appreciate it. We'll get back to the stream in a moment. But yeah. There we go. Thank you. Crazy. We'll do the football shirts at the end of the stream. Girlfriend or... Yeah, that's Holly. And not Holly Shan before you all make the joke. Not Holly Shan before you all make the joke. Let me take the screenshot. Woohoo! I've got to talk about FPL now. Thank you, Juice. Appreciate it. Thank you, Andy. Thank you to everyone for the nice messages. I'm trying to find any FPL questions to talk about something before the deadline, but stop drinking nothing from your cup. Sorry, I keep doing it. I've got water now, though. Thoughts on Brennan Johnson? The first question after 100k is thoughts on Brennan Johnson. I think with Richarlison back, potentially, I wouldn't take the risk. I wouldn't take the risk. The chat is just, it's going crazy. Why are you doggy? Just Poro's attacking returns have come while there's been no Maddison. Zayed, thank you. I appreciate your support as well. Thank you again for the super chat. Thank you, guys. Muniz or Mbuemo? I'd go Muniz. I'm not sure. Yeah, get that plaque ordered. Exactly. Here we go. We can keep watching it. Mbuemo. Oh, it only does it in thousands now. Oh, shame. Lion, sorry. Put it in the chat again and I'll see it. I'll keep an eye out. You went from 6 million to 100k because you appreciate it. Well, that's good. Kulusevski, Bowen or Bailey. I'd probably go Bowen. If you've got a spare Spurs slot, I don't hate Kulusevski though. Would I take a second -4 to get you Doggy? Currently have Emerson and Taylor. Yes, because it benefits you in 30. If you're not going to wildcard in 30, then yes, I do it. I don't have another thing, so don't unsubscribe and do it again. Is this a free hit? Yes, free hit active. Apparently, Brian and Boomo doesn't start. Apparently, Brian and Boomo doesn't start. Which is good for Visa. I started celebrating on a half. You joined later after the live stream. Appreciate it. Watkins has cut his knee. Will he play? We don't know. I'm going to keep him and just hope that he does. If not, you've got a good strong bench. No Areola. I think no. I think you go against Areola on a free hit. Can't wait to see the 100k YouTube button. Me too. Why not Poro? I feel like everyone wants me to go Poro. But how long have we got? 29 minutes. Why not Watkins captain? I mean, I think Son's a better captaincy this week. Even if Watkins was confirmed fit, and there's always a chance of a Watkins cameo. Scientist, appreciate the super chat. Doggy, the right choice. 19 minutes. What did I say? 90. 19. We've got no more team news apart from Regulon apparently starts and Brian and Buemo and Burmo doesn't. Any leaks on lineups? Nothing apart from those two. Oh, I said 29. Yeah, that was my girlfriend, and she is currently baking a cake. Is this my final team? It's not locked in, no. Give us another Castagna. Yeah, honestly, that Castagna goal on free hit last year was mental. It's so good. I looked it up on my tweets the other day and saw it, and I was like, that is what we live for. Fourth and fifth defenders. I mean, I've gone Cresswell and Toffolo. It's kind of a guessing game. Thank you. Where's the parrot costume? So rude. People having a go at my football shirt I wore in my video the other day. So rude. No, we're not doing Castagna this season. We need to find this season's equivalent of Castagna. Yeah, we're going to do a giveaway at the end of the stream. What's the next sub aim? 100k. 1 mil, yeah. I don't know. The Spurs defender is causing me stress, as is the Kudu spot, but 10 players. Bradley to a doggy -4, making it 11. Wildcard 31. I probably would. My aim is to wildcard 35, but I could play it earlier if I need it. I support Chelsea. Porro or Kulusevski. I mean, Kula if you could fit him in, but Porro probably carries more weight because he's a defender. We'll do a members giveaway as well. Don't worry. Thoughts on Leno rather than the double Brentford defence? I don't hate the Leno pick. I just am hoping that Spurs score a lot of goals. I might put Leno on my bench. Any team news? Not really. Not apart from a couple of things from Brentford, but I also feel like I want someone. Do they Fulham concede more down their right? I mean, yeah, but aren't right wingers in the Prem just better? I mean, I feel like I'm trying to create narratives on detailed stuff here.
My cake's ready.
Oh, cake time. Oh, wow. Hang on. Look at the cake. Chocolate cake with, what icing is it?
Just a buttercream, vanilla, and
Buttercream and mini eggs.
Does it look good on this?
It does look... I'm trying to... Will Kulu start? I think so.
Shall I cut you some?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thanks. People saying, ask your girlfriend to join us. I also need a Hoover, I do. Can we have some? You're going to have to watch me eat it. Sorry, we're still in big mode. Anyway, 14 minutes till the deadline. Right, let's actually do some FPL stuff for once this stream. Thoughts on Visa? I think he should start. I don't prefer him over my 3 forwards, though. Who cares about FPL now? Yeah, true. 100k subs and a cake. Right, you know. I think I'm going to go Porro. I think I'm going to be nice and boring. Your name change from FPL Tips to FPL Harry was a key turning point. I do wonder what would have happened if I hadn't have changed my name. I hope it would have been the same, but maybe not. Maybe not. Bench Bowen or Watkins? Neither.
It's massive.
Wow. Hey, do you want to answer some questions?
Yeah.
Would you go Chris Wood or Muniz?
I don't know who Muniz is, so I'd probably go Chris Wood.
So Holly says she doesn't know who Muniz is, so she's going with Chris Wood. Do you think you should captain Tony or Son because it's Tony's birthday today?
Son.
Son captain, right?
Your dad always goes with Son.
My dad is a big Son fan. Udogi, Porro or Romero?
Udogi, because it's my favourite name in Premier League.
So you want Udogi over Porro and Romero, okay.
I don't think people are going to be very happy with my tips.
Kudus or Gibbs White?
Gibbs White.
Yeah, you're a Forest fan. That doesn't count. What next? Solanke to Tony for a -4. Solanke doesn't have a fixture this week.
No.
You wouldn't do it for -4?
I'm saying that
No.
I should say yes.
I don't know.
By the look on your face.
Start Gibbs White or Muniz?
Gibbs White.
Yeah.
Who's Muniz?
Plays up front for Fulham.
Right. No.
Thanks for the cake.
It's actually a bit average.
Oh.
I'm really sorry, but it just doesn't really taste like anything.
The recipes for chocolate cake never say to put enough chocolate in them.
It's warm though. It just needs some chocolate chip. We should really cut it up and give it to all 100,000 subscribers.
You should cut it up and give it out to all 100,000 people. Sorry, you want to see the cake? We'll do cake at the end of the stream, but this is what it looks like. I need to take the fork out or I'll get bullied again for having a gold fork.
I've given you the proper plate. The matching plate.
Am I a baker? I used to bake when I was little.
He used to have a cake stand, everyone.
I did. Used to have a cake stand. Used to sell cakes outside my house.
And someone stole one.
Someone said, "Oh yes, a single crumb, please." Right, I got 11 minutes.
Yeah, that's crunch time.
How funny that my most memorable game week is going to be game week 29, which is the least... Right. Can't have any cake, doesn't fit your... Looks horrible. Doesn't, looks banging. But I'll wait and we'll have it after. Single crumb, please, crap me up. Thoughts on Ross Barkley? Decent differential in midfield. Bench Douglas Luiz or Morris? I'd bench Douglas Luiz. Spurs defender we're going to get to. Alanga over Morris. I mean, I'd start Morris, but any news on Alanga? No. I expect him to start, though. Thoughts on Moussa Diaby? I'm not sure he'll start, so I'd go Leon Bailey over Diaby, definitely. Kudus or Bailey? Kudus currently. Doggy over Porro is so close. There's benefits to Porro because they've conceded more chances down their right-hand side, their left back recently. But Udogie, a lot of Porro's returns have come while Maddison's been on the pitch. But that number of chances conceded just makes me want to go Porro. I am tempted by Kulusevski over Maddison as well, but I don't think I'll do it. Right. I'm going Porro because of that chances conceded. So now I just have to decide on who to bench and in what order. I'm going to play you above you. No, I'm not. It's just Kudus versus Gibbs White now. Maddo won't get 90 minutes, so Porro more essential. That's true. That is true, actually, because late on in the game, Porro might be on set pieces. What about Richarlison? I don't think he's going to start. -4, Tony Visa for Solanke, worth a wildcard 30. Yes, I'd go Tony. Kudus or Iwobi, though. I mean, I'm on Kudus. I don't hate the Iwobi pick. The only thing is if Willian starts, he might play deeper. Is Tony definitely starting? We don't know that, but I mean, I see no reason to. Paqueta or Bailey? I mean, Paqueta or Bailey? Probably Bailey. Kudus or Gibbs White? Kudus. Currently. That's the one decision I've got left. Kudus or Gibbs White? I feel like at 100k I should let you all vote. Why am I on Porro? Because not sure Maddison's going to play 90, so he will take some set pieces. And Spurs have conceded, Fulham have conceded so many chances down the right-hand side. I think I'm just going to lock it in, you know. I think I'm going to lock it in. How many clones? To be fair, my team is very template this week. So Muniz is clear of Watkins in your books. I'm not sure I agree, but I don't dislike Muniz at all. I like him as a pick, but I do think Watkins, if he plays. Fulham concede more on Udogie's side. True, but Porro has more routes to points and better for just general baseline bonus. Gibbs White, just based off, he's just to start and he might be on penalties as well. And Luton concede more chances in the centre and on their right flank. It's so close. It's so close. You're starting Trent on free hit. Go for it. I love it. I love it. I'm all here for starting a blank pair on a free hit. I almost did it, but I didn't. Bailey or Gibbs-White? I mean, I've gone Gibbs-White. Coventry just scored. That's massive. If Wolves lose, that would likely give Wolves and Bournemouth a double in 34. Wolves losing, that's massive. We'll stick around after the stream. That's actually what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. How do I'm going to start. Why can't I? Oh, my mouse is broken, so I can't make any transfers. I'm going to take out Gibbs-White. Flip. I actually can't change tab. How do I change tab without... Here we go. My mouse is broken. Right, leave that open. I'm going to do it on my phone. I might go Bailey over Gibbs-White. Control tab. I got it. Alt tab. No, I'm going to leave it in. I'm going to lock it in. Maddison hat-trick today. Let's hope for it. Oh, it's going to VAR. Okay. Bailey or Kudus? I mean, I'm going Kudus. Douglas Luiz's away form is not nearly good enough. Why Kudus over Bailey? It's just if Watkins plays, I'm fine with him. And if Watkins doesn't play, I think they're weaker. What my planned transfer was just then was to do Gibbs-White to Bailey. And then in case Watkins didn't play, I'd have Bailey. But I think I'm going to leave it. Coventry goal looks like handball. Damn. Is Reguilon starting? We think so. Why Cresswell over Soufal? Just on a lot of set pieces and scored. He's on some set pieces when he starts. And yeah, he's a great pick when he starts, basically. And Emerson is still a doubt. If Wolves lose, it means Wolves-Bournemouth may double in 34. But we'll talk about that after. Plan to buy Salah will be to sell Gordon and Watkins in 31 and get a cheap forward and cheap forward and Salah. We have 1 minute to go to the deadline, so go and check your free hits are all in order. Everyone. You ended up on Porro. There's a shock. Yeah. I'm going to get those comments. And probably fair enough, but... Taylor out for a -4? No. Gibbs-White or Bailey? I've got Gibbs-White. Is Bailey on pens? No, Douglas Luiz is on pens. Locked. Team is locked. Why no Necker Williams? Luton concede more down their left side, so Toffolo is a good pick. Good luck. That's probably the deadline. Make sure your teams are locked in. Go and check your teams. The deadline is about to pass. This is how we lined up in the end. Well, it's about to pass. By the time you're seeing this, it's probably passed. But Hudson-Odoi, I quite like as well. Coventry goal stands. Interesting. They're late. Oh no. I do put the deadline counter slightly early just so that people don't miss the deadline. So we do have a couple of seconds left, but it will have closed now. It's now past. Goal given. Interesting. That is quite big, actually. FPL Gameweek 29. Free hit. Locked in. Lock. Template. What's that like? Boaty Mook Boaty face. Template Mook. Template face. Cool. 1 sec. Let me just post it. We're going to do the giveaways in one moment. I think. I might have to go and get my laptop to do them. But we will do them in a moment. I just need to post everything. Everything. 1 sec. 1 second. We're going to do the football shirts in 1 sec.
Laptop.
Oh, thanks, H. I might not have any battery.
Never has battery.
I bet it doesn't.
No battery. Where's your charger?
Here.
Oh.
Yeah, out of battery. Of course it is. Right. We'll give it for 2 minutes while that charges. Just 1 sec while I post it on YouTube as well. Right. Right. So, no offense to all of you, but I hope you all live in the UK, those of you who win, because it costs a fortune for me to ship stuff worldwide. But anyone can win. Members, you can't win, but we will do a separate members one for you. So the winners, we'll do 5. And then we're going to stick around after to watch the end of that game. Let me get my team up. Or we put this up. We'll put this up for now. Right, let me get it up. Yeah, shirts now. So, I think very fittingly, the key word for this giveaway is going to be 100k in numbers. 100k. Put 100k in the chat. And let me turn slow mode down a second so you can all get it in. So we will gift 5, and the 5 of you who win, well, congratulations, you will get a football shirt. We'll then stick around. We'll do a bit of a cake review after the stream as well. We'll give it a minute. And then we'll put slow mode right up. That's interesting. We'll talk about the potential double in a moment. So, let's go ahead and do it. Slow mode right up. I think everyone's got a chance to put it in by now. And hopefully the chat will slow right down so I can actually see who wins. We just put the slow mode up just so I can actually see who wins. Because right now it's still a bit crazy. Right, we're going to actually put it only to... so no one can use the chat. Otherwise it's a bit crazy. Right, there we go. Right, it should just stop everyone from using it. And then I can see who wins, and then I'll open the chat up again. Who's it going to be? Have I just broken it by putting whatever that setting was on? I think I broke it. Might have to do it again. Who got it? I don't think it's given them out. I don't think it gave them out. Right, hang on. Hang on, bear with me. Normally it says who won them, no? Apparently, it did give them out. Did it tell you who won them? Oh, it did give them out. If you got gifted one, can you drop me a message on... oh, I'll be able to find out anyway. Should be able to find out anyway. You seem like I'm struggling. Sorry, I tried to do a gifted membership and then YouTube broke. So, oh yeah, it did give out 5. They were given to Rahul Patel, AG, Tero, Callum Trace, and Krzysztof Jaroslavsky. Krzysztof Jaroslavsky, Callum Trace, Tero, AG, and Rahul Pato. Congratulations on winning the membership. Drop me a message on Instagram or Twitter and we'll get you those football shirts sent out. 100k, honestly, crazy. Right, let me turn the slow mode down. Congratulations to you 5. I'll take a screenshot of those. So, did that even work? Yeah. There you go. Right. YouTube is not loving it. Ross, I hope Sky was okay. I need to watch it back. I didn't see it live, but I hope it was okay. Let me get SofaScore up and also a tweet from Ben Krellin about that result. He says the result, if there is a loss for... if Coventry beat Wolves... Ross smashed it. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Let me get the match up. My whole thing is running really slow. I'm fasting and you're eating. I do apologize. Wolves. We want to see matches. Where are they? Here we go. They're 1-0 down to Coventry. This should be excellent for free hit 29 because Wolves, Arsenal might double. Wolves would double and Bournemouth might double as well. All of those could double, so that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Master, I hope it's okay. I hope it's not won't cause offense if I eat my cake on stream, but I just hit 100k and I've got a piece of cake to celebrate. Good. I swapped Kaminsky to Leno just because I don't expect a clean sheet. Your comments aren't blocked. So that would be really big if that's the result. I got so much cleaning up in here to do. There's confetti everywhere. Mukbang time. That's quite nice. So this is how we locked up. Oh. No offense at all. Okay, I appreciate it. It's chocolate cake with mini eggs on the top. Coventry look the better team, do they? Interesting. There was... I haven't even looked because I was streaming. What's the lineups like? Is it a full strength Wolves team? Is it full strength? Vacuum will clean it up. It's all over my desk. It's all over my desk. It's a pretty full strength Wolves team as well. Interesting. Where's my team? Let me shut my laptop now. Oh, wrong screen. This was my team for the weekend. Let's see what's cracking off on Twitter. Wolves almost scored. Yeah, no Neto or Huang. Is Neto injured or is he on the bench? The bench doesn't have anything on either. He's out injured, it says. Who doubles in 34 if Wolves lose? So Ben is saying Arsenal and Wolves will likely double. Because Arsenal will play Wolves-Chelsea. And then Wolves would likely play Arsenal-Bournemouth, which would give Bournemouth a double, or Villa-Wolves, Arsenal a double, and Wolves a double. It's pretty good for the free hit gang, because that would give me... Oh, what does my team even look? My mum's in the chat. My mum's in the chat saying congratulations. Everyone say hello. Everyone say hello. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, Mum. We've all got Watkins. We all hope he's okay. Mum is a Villa fan, for anyone wondering why I'm talking about Watkins. But everyone say hello. Thanks for stopping in. PR, thank you for joining as a member. What else are we looking at? Yeah, so that would be really big. So I would have... Who do I have in my team? I'd have double Bournemouth. Double Bournemouth. I'd have double Arsenal. So that's 4 straight away. So, yeah, it does help free at 29, this result, for sure. It does help free at 29ers for sure. So up the Wolves. My dad's not Spurs. My dad's not Spurs. I don't know where you get that from. Or unless you know the joke about my dad being a Spurs fan. But it's not. Is Watkins out? We think he'll be fine. We think he'll be fine. Well, I'm going to go and I'm going to watch the rest of this game. I'm going to see how it ends. I'm going to finish my cake. And then go and celebrate. Let me see. Let me see. Anything going off I need to report on before we go? Right. No, I think that's all good for today. We'll be back. There will be a video on Sunday. And then I know I posted as a joke about Ross and Oscar. But there will hopefully be a video with Ross and Oscar next week. So video Sunday, Ross and Oscar. I'll do the member shirt giveaway on one of the member streams. And then the content will wait until we get doubling blank game week announcements if they happen. The person who can message me on Instagram or Twitter, but they basically need to find me a way to message me. Yeah, so there'll be a video on Sunday, video with Ross and Oscar next week, and then there'll be videos as soon as the doubles get announced. So that might be next week, it might be the week after. There will be a members giveaway as well, but I'll do that after the stream. Can't say thank you enough. The support on the channel, I mean, since I've started, some of you in the chat saying you've been in here since I started, some saying you've been in since I had 20k. All of that is, massively appreciated. Those of you who've been here from the start, you can see what my channel used to look like and to where we are now. And yeah, I can't say thank you enough. I honestly never thought this day would come. And then the fact that when we got closer was a bit mental. And then I started to wonder if it would really happen. So thank you guys so much. I honestly appreciate it all. You given me the license to have what is just like the best job I could possibly ask for. So I hope you all have fantastic weekends. I hope you all have massive green arrows. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the international break. There will still be videos. Just appreciate it so much. 100k, crazy. What a day. Thank you all. Have a lovely weekend. Good luck this week, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks, everyone.